Hello there, I'm Fitz and this is Stuff. When I was a little child, cuando era joven, I had a dream to own lots and lots of really nice cars when I grew up. And now I do. Here, look, here they are. Lots and lots of cars. Little ones, but lots and lots of cars. Now, there is a lot of vocabulary to learn about cars, okay? And where shall we start? Well, the first thing you must do is you have to get into the car, okay? So you have to get into the car. How do you get into the car? You need a key. You put the key in the door, you turn the key to unlock the door, then you pull the handle and you open the door. There we are, you have the door open. So you turn the key, you unlock the door, you pull the handle and you open the door. And then what do? Well, you get in. You get in and you sit down. And what do you sit on? You sit on the seat. You sit on the car seat. No decimos chair por un coche. We say the seat, the car seat, okay? So you sit down on the car seat and you have to make yourself comfortable. You have to make yourself comfortable. Maybe you have to adjust the seat backwards or forwards to get comfortable. And then, of course, you close the door. You close the door. Now what happens? Again, you take your key. You take your key, you put it in the ignition, and you turn it. And the engine starts. The engine starts. Now, some cars have an automatic gearbox, and some cars have a manual gearbox, okay? Let's begin with the manual gearbox. So you have to put the car into gear. To put the car into gear, you take your left foot and you press in the clutch. The clutch. You press in the clutch. Then you put the car into gear, and now what happens? Don't forget to release the handbrake. The handbrake. You release the handbrake, you let the clutch out, and off you go. Changing gears. Changing gears. Okay? Now, let's look a little more closely at different parts of this car. Okay, let's start with the front. Okay, at the front, of course, you have the lights. You have the headlights. Okay, you have the headlights for the wide open road. And when you're on the wide open road, you want to see a long way ahead, you have the headlights or brights in American English. But if a car approaches, you have to put on the dims. Okay, so the headlights and the dims. And then to change direction, you use the indicators. Okay, to turn right or to turn left. So to turn right or to turn left, you use the indicators. Indicators or blinkers in American English to signal right or left. Okay, now let's look along the car here. This here in British English is called the bonnet. The bonnet of the car. In American English, it's called the hood. So the bonnet or the hood of the car. Behind the bonnet or the hood, you have the windscreen, okay? To see through the windscreen. And what do you do if it rains? If it rains and rain falls on the windscreen, you put on the windscreen wipers. The windscreen wipers to clear the rain away from the window, okay? Now, let's look inside the car. Let's look inside the car. One of the most important things is the steering wheel. Okay, the steering wheel to turn the car around, to turn the car right, to turn the car left. Okay, in this case, this is a left-hand drive car. Okay, like here in Spain, a left-hand drive car. In my country, we drive on the left, but the steering wheel is on the right. Here you drive on the right, and the steering wheel is on the left. Okay, so that's the steering wheel. Okay, the steering wheel. In the middle, right here, is the gear lever to change gears. Automatic or manual. Automatic or manual. That's the inside of the car. Let's look at the back of the car, okay? At the back of the car, you have the tail lights. These are the tail lights, okay? You have two, the tail lights. In the center, here, you have the registration plate, okay? La matricula, or the license plate in American English. So the tail lights, two of them, the license plate or the registration plate. And here you have in British English what's called the boot, or in American English, the trunk. So you have the trunk, okay, or the boot. Trunk, tail lights, and license plate. And then right here, okay, at the back of the car, we call the bumper, or in American English, the fender, okay? Hay muchas diferencias entre el vocabulario americano y británico por el coche. So fender or bumper, okay? So that's your car. This is a beautiful sports car, okay? But of course you can have family saloon cars, you can have Jeeps, you can have anything you want. And you can be like me. You can have a dream when you're young, and when you grow up, you have a lot of cars. Safe driving, and take it easy out there. Bye-bye.